Hello there everybody, and welcome back to another music video Makeup Monday. Today we are going to talk about a song that is literally a classic. It's iconic, it's everything in between, and that song is, well, Bohemian Rhapsody. Queen. Okay, Queen has so many songs, so many different, like, just everything. They just have a lot. And so instead of going through an entire history lesson on specifically Queen, today we're just going to do the song. But I do foresee in our future a few different looks that we'll create that's inspired by Queen and going a bit more into a history lesson. So please feel free to subscribe if that's something that you're interested in. But without further ado, let's just jump right into Bohemian Rhapsody and its history specifically for that song. Now, when it comes to what products I'm going to use, as usual, I'm going to list everything down below in the description box for you guys. Today, we're going to do a look that is a bit more on the inspired side of life. I wanted to create kind of a dark, smoky look, just because this particular music video has a bit more of a dark, smoked out look. So let's see how this goes. I'm excited. Let's do it. So Bohemian Rhapsody, right? This is the song. This is such a great song. This is a song that has been honestly a song of what? Well, it's not even almost 100 years, but it's been a long time, okay? It had been said that the song was maybe not started, but like the groundwork was started, right, for the song as early as the 1960s, late 1960s specifically. And the song was released, I think, in the 70s. Yeah. So it was a song that was really in the process for a long time, or at least in the tuck for a long time. So Freddie Mercury was pretty much the main person who kind of started coming up with this song. As he would kind of sit and work on it, he would just call it the cowboy song. I thought that was kind of cute. It specifically had the line, "Mama, I just killed a man," as a lyric really early on. So as Freddie was coming up with this idea of a song and kind of playing it for his peers and his band, a lot of people were like, okay, we're getting somewhere with this. A lot of them thought that it was very intriguing and it was very original with the way that it was being composed. And they had the official start of this song's like official production. It started in August of 1975. When it is reported that when the band went into the studio to essentially record the song, they repeatedly sang their vocal parts for about like 10 to 12 hours a day and completed the song within about a 3-week time frame. With a lot of these songs, I do feel like they have a quicker turnaround. So I was kind of surprised to see that it did take them this long to make the song, but then again, it is such a song that I wasn't too surprised, but I was still kind of surprised, if that makes sense. Some of the band members later spoke on the creation of this song, and they were saying that it was kind of a joke to create, like a successful joke, that when they were in the studio, they just were really having a blast with it. It was, I don't know, it was like their work, but not exactly like their work, and so they just kind of went with it. They said that the middle part of the song started off kind of simply, like there wasn't really much going on. It was a very short period in the middle, and then it slowly grew and grew with Freddie just kind of pitching in with his Galileos, and they just again went with it. They would laugh, they would joke about it, and it just became, I don't know, I keep saying it just became what it became, but it really and truthfully did. Also said that the middle part of the song just kind of started off as a very simple beginning kind of thing, and they also said that not only did the middle start off very simple, but it just kind of kept growing and growing and growing. The Galileos came in, the interludes, like all of that, it just kept growing. The song features no chorus, which I thought was funny because I was like, I've literally never noticed this. The song also has just a bunch of different narratives, per se, throughout. There is kind of talks of murder a bit. There are kind of conversations of like a bit of nihilism a little bit. There is love within the song. Perhaps this is why it's become such a huge success, because it has so many different parts into it. But when it was released, the New York Times stated that the most intriguing part of the song was in fact its lyrics, as well as its kind of distinct feature. Now, when it comes to the actual release of the song as well, the band did want to release it more so as a single. And I think if you pay attention to a lot of songs, most songs don't go over a certain time frame due to just radio placement. That is a very big thing in the industry. One song that's really big that talks about this is a song called, Entertainer by, what's his name? Is a song called Entertainer by Billy Joel. In his song, The Entertainer, he does talk about how, like, you gotta cut your song to, like, 3 minutes. Like, that's just kind of the industry standard. And if you don't, then basically, like, it won't get played. And that's a real true statement in the industry. So, again, they wanted to release it as a single, but they were like, no, you can't release it as a single because it ain't gonna work. So they ended up kind of going behind the backs in a way, if I'm not mistaken, of their executives, and kind of told the radio station to play just a clip of it. And people were obsessed. Like, they wanted to know, like, what is the rest of this song? This song is so good. And so the radio station would play the clips, and then eventually people loved it so much that they ended up playing the entire song on the radio. And I think within like a few days time frame, or within a day's time frame, they played it on the station like 14 times. And so again, it just slowly boom, 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 kept growing and kept doing. It's amazing. And the funny was, I guess it was released kind of in a December-y, November-y sort of time frame. And so when it rose on the charts, it rose on the charts of the Christmas charts. In 1975, became the UK's #1 Christmas song, which I thought was like super funny to see. And it held the top position for about 9 weeks. When it was also released, I mean, like I said, people overall enjoyed it. But of course, there were a lot of people who were just kind of indifferent about it. They didn't realize that it would become, I guess, the cult classic that it became. Most would agree that it was original and it was well done, but again, they were just kind of like, meh, whatever. At the 19th annual Grammys, the song did end up being nominated for quite a few things. One was for Best Pop Vocal Performance, and the other was for Best Arrangement by a Duo or Group. After being on the market essentially for only 2 years, it was basically it was placed by the British phonographic industry into the category of the best British single from the period of 1952 to 1977. So like I was saying a little bit earlier, some people got it, others did not. Others were like, no, this ain't that great, but this group understood. The song is also listed on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 500 songs that shaped rock and roll, and in 2002 was placed into the Guinness World Record book as the best British single of our time. And this, my friends, pretty much sums up our music video makeup look. A little bit more simple, just a little bit, fun, I guess. This is a really, this is quite an extra look that you can really wear with an extra outfit or a simple outfit if you want to have that drama and pizzazz. Haus Lab stuck really well on the eyes, and then I used a Urban Decay glitter on top. The lips is from Huda Beauty. I'm hit or miss on this particular one because it looks nice, but the consistency isn't too thick. So if you're someone who likes a thicker consistency for application, but we'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll be back with another one here soon. This was just one of those quick ones that I wanted to just kind of go over, and yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.